OMG. Queen breaks the silence with biggest earthquake ever after golden son Andrew's crisis. The Duke of York has been accused of sexually assaulting Virginia Roberts Giuffre, one of Jeffrey Epstein's victims, a claim the prince vehemently denies. On Tuesday, Ms. Giuffre filed a civil suit against the Duke seeking unspecified damages at a federal court in New York under the Child Victims Act. Ms. Giuffre alleges that she was trafficked by Epstein to have sex with the Queen's son when she was 17 years old, a minor under U.S. law. Managing editor of Majesty magazine, Joe Little, said, "It's damaging not only for Andrew but for the institution of the monarchy itself because all sorts of allegations have been thrown at the institution since all this came to light, and the perception is, most likely incorrectly, they are not taking it seriously." While the legality and situation itself haven't really moved on at all, in terms of his working royal role that has shifted significantly, and it's hard to see how he can resume life as a working member of the royal family. I can't think any kind of rehabilitation that will bring him back into the royal fold as a working member of the family. Even if Ms. Giuffre's case against Prince Andrew is unsuccessful, it serves as a significant reputational risk and an unpleasant reminder of the Duke's links to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The legal battle could drag on for years and risks overshadowing the Queen's Platinum Jubilee next year. Andrew is now at Balmoral with the Queen and his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson as they discuss with lawyers their strategy for fighting the lawsuit. Presenter Dan Wootton asked Ms. Seward on GB News, "Do you agree this is the worst scandal the royal family have ever encountered?" "It is potentially the worst scandal," replied the royal expert. "But at the moment no, it is not the worst royal scandal they have encountered. But if Prince Andrew is proven guilty and has to stand in a court of law, I think it would be absolutely disastrous." It comes after solicitor Mark Stevens told Fox News that the Duke of York's legal team will likely attempt to delay and prevent the case from being heard in a U.S. court. Mr. Stevens told Fox News Business that there are a large number of legal technicalities with which the Duke of York's lawyers can put forward his case. He said, "The only way in which Andrew's lawyers can properly defend this for him is to rely on the innumerable legal technicalities in the case. To effectively try and stave off the evil day when this actually sees the merits of this case inside a courtroom." It comes after solicitor Mark Stevens told Fox News that the Duke of York's legal team will likely attempt to delay and prevent the case from being heard in a U.S. court. Mr. Stevens told Fox News Business that there are a large number of legal technicalities with which the Duke of York's lawyers can put forward his case. He said, "The only way in which Andrew's lawyers can properly defend this for him is to rely on the innumerable legal technicalities in the case. To effectively try and stave off the evil day when this actually sees the merits of this case inside a courtroom. Of course, there have been plenty of royal scandals along the way through history, but to end up with a lawsuit sort of being handed on to a member of the royal family, in this kind of situation, I think is almost unprecedented," added Mr. Bell. "I may be proved wrong, but it just doesn't feel like, certainly in my lifetime, which stretches back to the early 60s, I do not remember anything like this happened. Yet of course, we do know that the divorce with Diana and Charles, there were lots of things going on in legal situations. But in terms of this, I think this is unprecedented, and that is the difficulty for the royal family, because if he goes to America, I am sure he would be under investigation as soon as he sets foot in America. So it is a difficult situation for the royal family to deal with, and it is yet another issue that the Queen is having to deal with in what has anyway been quite a difficult year, or a very difficult year for her.